So the Kyle Rittenhouse verdict came out. I couldn't really make a video when I found out because I was doing some work at the time. But anyway, I'm really happy about this outcome. I'm not gonna lie. I really thought they were going to put that motherfucker in prison. I really did, and I'm glad they didn't because he did nothing wrong. Kyle Rittenhouse did nothing wrong. The people he shot deserve to get shot. They are the type of sociopaths who will kill you and then demonize you after they've murdered you, and you can't defend yourself. These are sociopaths. They're evil. They deserve to be put in the ground, especially when they're attacking you. And the people who have a problem with this, I think, are just really retards who don't do any fucking research. They don't look into it. They just believe what they hear. And the people who lie about this guy, they heard them first, and they didn't bother to do any goddamn research. And it's infuriating. And the dumbest thing was some of them thought he killed black guys. I don't know about you retards, but I saw pictures of the crooks he shot. The only person more white than them was probably Edgar Winter, fully nude in a blizzard. Like, that's the only way the guys he shot could have gotten any water. And one of them was a sexual predator, from what I hear. The other one was a thief. And the guy who survived, he claims his only regret is that he didn't kill Kyle Rittenhouse. So yes, fuck these people. I hope they rot in hell. I hope the guy he shot rots in hell. And anyone who gives me shit over that, bite me. Really, seriously, bite me, because fuck, you know what, fuck it, I'm going to go really into this because I am annoyed by the fact that it seems like you can be punished for simply defending your property. Someone can break in, murder you, and they'll just get a slap on the wrist probably, or life maybe. But you defend yourself, and you run the risk of having your life ruined and dragged through the mud and never seeing the outside of a prison cell probably for a long ass time. And these people act like, oh, well, you don't have to kill them. You can just walk away. Why? So we can steal my shit? No. If you break into someone's house, you deserve to die. If you knowingly break into another person's property, try to steal their stuff, kill them, do God only knows what to them, you deserve to be put in the ground, and you get no sympathy from me. So yes, to the people who say I'm being mean to the memory of the guy who died, I'm glad he's dead. I really am. I hope the worms eat him and then shit him out with diarrhea because, yeah, he deserves to rot. And if there's a hell, I hope the guy's in it because fuck him. He was, what, a pedo or a rapist? I don't give a fuck. The man deserves to rot in hell. I'm just sorry Kyle Rittenhouse didn't shoot him in the throat and then watched him bleed to death. That is my only regret about this whole situation. And it kind of speaks also to a problem with prosecutors now. This is something I learned from Raging Golden Eagle, but also Young Rippa 59, he also did a video which provided the impetus for me doing this. They both point out something that's a problem with prosecutors. Now, anyone with an active brain could see Kyle Rittenhouse act in self-defense. Just look at the video. I mean, on one hand, it's a clear case of self-defense. On the other hand, it's a clear case of beautiful marksmanship. God dang, I loved that scene when he just shot that guy. And like, it shows good marksmanship as far as I'm concerned, but I'm getting ahead of myself. Or I think it was good marksmanship. Point is, this for anyone with a brain of a toddler could have seen this guy was innocent. He did nothing wrong. And the prosecution went with it anyway. Now, I say this is a problem because this should have never gone to court to begin with. He should have never been arrested. He should have never been put on trial. The prosecutor went with it anyway for brownie points. And this is what prosecutors do now. They are not concerned with putting guilty people in jail. They're concerned with how does this benefit me? Because they are politicians now and not prosecutors. Because if you do well enough as a prosecutor, you can use that in a political career. Or so I'm told. And I think, although I don't know how this would have benefited this guy, only leftists would have voted for him, and they make a small and these crazy ones, they make up a small percentage of the country now. Like, there are some leftists who will look at the Kyle Rittenhouse case and will be like, oh yeah, no, he was totally innocent. You threw him away in prison for nothing. That's how it probably would look. And, like, the images that come out of this guy, of the prosecutor, He looks like a stiff breeze would knock him over, if I'm being perfectly honest. There's also the fact that it's shown in the trial that he drinks soy, so... Actually, no, that's irrelevant. That is very irrelevant. I don't know why I went there. That's petty. Sorry, I don't mean to sound like a French person during the French Revolution, but yeah, that was petty. Anyway, glad he got off legally, and none the other way. To any leftists who are pissed about this, eat shit and die. Actually, no, don't eat shit and die. It'd be a waste of shit and dirt and whatever else it is you eat. And anyone who decides to burn down Kenosha over this, remember what happened when someone tried to burn down Kenosha? Or not Kenosha. I can't remember where Kyle was at when he shot that retard, but... Yeah, no. If you're going to do that and you get shot, I'm going to laugh. Because you deserve it. You deserve to get shot. And that is all I have. And I'm probably going to get hate for this. I really do not give a shit. Kyle Rittenhouse did nothing wrong. The only people who were in the wrong in this situation were the people who attacked him. Antifa and the like, they've shown time and time again they had intent to murder. Hell, they killed Dorn for all we know. Or BLM. It's hard to say which. They kind of seem to be the same at this point. And this is why I say you need to have... This is why I say never give an inch on the gun debate, because Kyle Rittenhouse, he could have gone without a gun and he would have been murdered. These people would have murdered him and said, oh, he was an evil fascist. You know, despite the fact he probably would have been unarmed and they murdered him when he couldn't defend himself. And the arguments I saw from the prosecution were textbook, dickless, ballless, leftist talking points. Like the guy who prosecuted Rittenhouse, he is a man in written document only. As far as I'm concerned, this guy is not a man. He is a scumbag. And I hope this is a detriment to his career moving forward. I hope Rittenhouse sues every one of these media outlets who slandered him over the course of this bullshit malarkey. I hope he pulls like the guy, what was his name? The guy with the MAGA hat who was smug as some Native American protester was beating a drum in front of his face. Who was a disgrace to the Nathans, by the way. The Native American guy, he's a disgrace to Nathans everywhere. Like I say, this is a Nathan, fellow Nathan among the Native Americans who was beating that drum. You are a disgrace to your fellow Nathans. I hope you're proud of yourself. Anyway. Actually, no, I think that's all I can really say is that Rittenhouse did nothing wrong. This kind of just shows why gun ownership is important now, because like this trial was more than just about Rittenhouse. Like Young Rippa said this, but I didn't watch his video on it. But it is important because there is this annoying debate on whether you should have a right to a gun or not. Antifa kind of shows time and time again that we need to have guns because these Bolsheviks will murder all of us if we don't, and they'll try to take our stuff if we don't have guns. And it kind of just shows where our justice system is at now, because the justice system is a joke. And not even a good joke. It is the worst kind of joke. It's Stephen King's Opinions bad kind of joke. And fuck me, because the world's gone to shit. Like, I expected Rittenhouse to go to prison over this. I really did. I thought he would go to jail because these dipshits who wear nothing but black were saying, and BLM or whatever, they said they were going to burn Kenosha down if he wasn't convicted. And I thought it would be a similar case to the cop who people say killed that black guy whose throat he was emulating Colin Kaepernick on. Some people think he went to prison because the mob said they would burn a city down if they didn't convict him. I thought the same bullshit would happen to Rittenhouse, and I'm glad it didn't. So yeah, Kyle Rittenhouse, congratulations. I hope you never see the inside of a cell. Or at the very least, if you do, it's for legitimate reasons. And all the media outlets and scumbags who slander this guy, I hope he sues you for everything you're worth until you are living in the gutter. To everyone supporting Kyle Rittenhouse, yeah, I would take advantage of this moment and use this as a rallying cry for why gun ownership is important. Well, I would say that, but I'm not a good legal expert, and I'm not knowledgeable about these things. I just say what I'm thinking at the time or feeling, or both actually. And yeah, that's all I want to say. That is the end of my thoughts on this. This is about as much planning as I put into it, and there wasn't much planning. This was a spur of the moment. Anyway, have a nice day. Avoid leftist-owned states, and remember the game was rigged from the start.